From the earliest days of aviation, the United States has always seen the airplane as more than just a tool for transportation. It has been a symbol of innovation, power, and national identity. Nowhere is this more visible than in the long history of American military jets. They embody not only cutting-edge technology but also the courage and vision of the pilots and engineers who continue to push the limits of what is possible in the skies. American jets have come to represent strength, speed, and dominance, shaping both global warfare and the imagination of people who watch them soar overhead at airshows, on television, or in action across the world. To understand American jets is to understand how a nation embraced flight as part of its very character. The story begins in the years after World War II, when the jet engine revolutionized aviation. Propeller-driven fighters like the legendary P-51 Mustang and bombers such as the B-17 had carried the U.S. through the war, but the future was already on the horizon. German engineers had experimented with jet engines, and after the war, American designers quickly adapted and advanced the technology. The first generation of American jets, like the F-86 Sabre, became famous during the Korean War. The Sabre squared off against the Soviet-built MiG-15 in dramatic dogfights that introduced the world to a new era of aerial combat. Pilots experienced speeds and altitudes never before imagined, and jet-to-jet battles became the defining feature of the skies. As technology progressed, the Cold War pushed the U.S. to constantly innovate. The threat of nuclear conflict meant that jet bombers like the B-52 Stratofortress were developed not only to deliver massive payloads but also to serve as a visible deterrent. The B-52, designed in the 1950s, still flies today, proving the durability and adaptability of American aviation design. While bombers provided strategic power, fighters were the frontline guardians. The F-4 Phantom II emerged as one of the most versatile jets of the 1960s and 70s, capable of serving as both a fighter and a bomber. In the skies over Vietnam, the Phantom became a workhorse, flown by both the Air Force and Navy, and it remains an icon of American jet history. As the Cold War intensified, so did the need for air superiority. The F-14 Tomcat became a legend of naval aviation, able to track and engage multiple targets at long ranges. Its variable sweep wings made it both fast and agile, and its starring role in films like Top Gun elevated it to pop culture fame. Alongside it, the F-15 Eagle was introduced by the U.S. Air Force, designed to ensure that no American pilot would be outmatched in the sky. The Eagle proved itself with an unmatched combat record, achieving dominance in conflicts from the Middle East to beyond. These jets weren't just machines, they were symbols of American military prestige. The next leap forward came with stealth technology. During the late Cold War, engineers began developing aircraft designed not to fight head-to-head, but to avoid detection altogether. The F-117 Nighthawk, though technically not a fighter but a strike aircraft, shocked the world with its angular, alien-like design. In 1991 during Operation Desert Storm, the F-117 demonstrated that stealth could change the rules of war, striking targets deep inside enemy territory while avoiding radar detection. The concept of invisibility in the sky became reality, and American jets once again set the standard for global military aviation. Then came the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, a flying wing capable of delivering nuclear or conventional weapons while slipping past defenses. Its futuristic design captured the imagination and demonstrated America's unmatched engineering capabilities. The B-2 is often described as one of the most advanced aircraft ever built, representing both power and restraint in equal measure. But the true backbone of modern American air power lies in fighters like the F-16 Fighting Falcon and the F-18 Hornet. The F-16, small, agile, and relatively affordable, became a favorite not only of the U.S. Air Force but also of allies worldwide. Known as the Viper by pilots, it could perform a wide range of missions and became a global workhorse. The F-A-18, serving the Navy and Marine Corps, proved equally versatile, flying from carriers across the world and performing everything from air-to-air combat to ground attack missions. These jets combined power with practicality, ensuring that American forces had the flexibility to respond to any situation. The 21st century brought with it the next step, fifth-generation fighters. The F-22 Raptor became the world's first operational stealth fighter, blending invisibility, speed, agility, and unmatched sensor technology. The Raptor redefined what it meant to control the skies, with supercruise capability allowing it to fly at supersonic speeds without using afterburners, and advanced avionics giving pilots unprecedented awareness of the battlefield. Although produced in limited numbers, the F-22 remains a benchmark that few, if any, other nations have matched. Alongside it came the F-35 Lightning II, a joint strike fighter intended to serve the Air Force, Navy, and Marines with a common platform. With its advanced stealth, sensor fusion, and vertical takeoff capabilities in the Marine variant, the F-35 represents not just a fighter but an entire system of modern warfare. Its ability to network with other aircraft and ground forces creates a connected battlefield where information is as important as firepower. Critics often point to its cost and complexity, but the F-35 demonstrates the American commitment to remaining at the cutting edge of aviation. Of course, American jets are not only about combat. They are also about inspiration. Air demonstration teams like the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels and the Air Force Thunderbirds showcase the skill of pilots and the performance of aircraft to millions of spectators each year. Their dazzling maneuvers and precision flying inspire future generations of aviators and remind people of the artistry hidden within machines of war. For many, seeing a formation of F/A-18s or F-16s streak across the sky is their first personal connection with the power of American jets. Beyond the military, American jet technology has influenced commercial aviation, with lessons from high-performance fighters informing passenger safety and efficiency. The engineering breakthroughs that allowed jets to travel faster, higher, and more efficiently have filtered into civilian life, shaping everything from business travel to cargo delivery. What makes American jets so captivating is not just their technical achievements, but the human stories behind them. Pilots who strap into cockpits place their trust in the machine and their training, often at great personal risk. Engineers spend years perfecting designs that must perform flawlessly under pressure. Each aircraft represents the combined effort of thousands of people, from assembly line workers to software programmers. These jets are not merely weapons, they are expressions of human ambition and ingenuity. Looking at the skies today, it is clear that American jets continue to evolve. Experimental programs test hypersonic flight, unmanned combat drones, and new generations of stealth technology. The boundaries of what jets can do are constantly expanding, but the essence remains the same: speed, power, and dominance in the air. American jets are more than hardware, they are the embodiment of a nation's desire to reach higher, move faster, and ensure that the sky will always be a place where freedom is defended. When we watch footage of these aircraft, whether in combat or in peaceful displays, we are reminded that they are part of a legacy stretching back more than 70 years. From the first jet duels over Korea to the stealth strikes of modern times, American jets tell a story of progress and determination. They inspire awe, not only because of their abilities, but because they reflect the human drive to innovate, to explore, and to protect. The roar of their engines, the sleek lines of their wings, and the speed with which they cut through the sky are more than just engineering marvels. They are symbols of what a nation can achieve when it dares to dream and refuses to stand still.